Assalamualaikum dan selamat sejahtera to my respected lecturer, Madam Lily Serena Safi, and my fellow friends. Today, I together with my fellow groupmate comprising from Muhammad Fatih Syakawi bin Muhammad Majdan, Muhammad Arifuddin bin Muhammad Fauzi, Muhammad Nur Hakim bin Kamul Zaman, and last but not least, me, Muhammad Nur Farhan bin Burhan from AP 2295F would like to humbly present our topic, which is Earthwork. Okay guys, are you excited with today's topics? I bet you do. So, without further delay, let's embark our exploration into the topic of earthwork. Guys, before you get married to someone, you must know the background of your partner first. Same as at work, you must understand the meaning first before you can proceed to explore more about it. Earthwork is a range of engineering activities that goes beyond the conventional digging out of soil and rock and movement of material to another part of a site. This is usually carried out at early stage in a construction project, often as a precursor to the more expensive above ground construction. Completion of the earthwork within the prescribed program time is often the key to the completion on time of the whole project. Next, there are three types of earthwork. First, the site clearance, which is the removal of the light shrub, trees, existing structure, and topsoil. Second, trench and foundation, small size excavation where large bulk of earth-moving plant cannot be used. Third, bulk excavation. This comprising from the cut and fill, shallow cut and fill, or a basement excavation. Then, we are proceed to the planning of work. Planning of work are divided into two stages. First one is the tender stage. This is the stage when the work program and the estimate for the work can be carried out. Next, construction stage is to determine the type of plan required to assist the management during the work. There were many factors influencing the planning of work. First, the material factor. Second, the contract duration. Third, site condition. The next one is spectral factor. Then, plan factor. Next, the weather prospect. And lastly, legislation factor.
There are a few classifications of earthwork machinery, which is excavation, excavation and load, haul and deposit, excavation load, haul and deposit, and compaction. The function of these machines varies depending on the needs and situation. There are a few excavation machinery. First, reapers for loosening layer of frozen soil, rock, usually for medium strength, and artificial surface in layers using the attractive force of a primer mover. Second, graders, a trailer type earth leveling machine that, through activation of its power source, cut banks and shift and level ground, snow and loose construction materials. And third, drill and blast, a rotary drill usually powered for cutting circular holes in earth or rock. Another excavation machinery, hydraulic breaker and bulldozer. For hydraulic breaker, a powerful percussion hammer fit to an excavator for demolishing concrete structure or rocks. It is powered by an auxiliary hydraulic system from the excavator. And then for bulldozer, a self-propelled earth-moving machine consisting of a caterpillar or wheel tractor or similar machine with an attached operating member, a curved blade, located outside the base of the machine's undercarriage. Excavation and load machinery has two functions compared to excavator machinery only. Excavator and load machinery not only work for excavator work, but also soil or stone or other materials that are already excavated can be carried from one place to another. For shovel, a tool for small size excavation where large bulk earth moving plant cannot be used. And then for grab, a hoisting machine fit with a clamshell and like a crane whose load lifting mechanism is a clamshell like grapple. Haul and deposit is the machinery used to move materials from one place to another. This machinery is often seen on the road. Excavation, load haul machinery and deposits are rarely found. This machine works more than one. For scrappers, this machine can transfer materials but only for short distance. Draggers machinery is a piece of equipment which can dig, transport and dump a certain amount of underwater laying soil in a certain time. There are three machinery for compaction. First, roller vibrating compactor. The vibration effectively compacts soil at deeper depth to increase its density for construction. They come in two types, smooth drum and padfoot drum. And then for plate compactors, a machine controlled by a pedestrian operator. These compactors are ideal for compacting alpha, interlocking paving stone or mixed soil in confined space. And then for jumping jack, this narrow-reason make jumping jack compactors ideal for tight spot and trench. This machine compact the ground below by bouncing up and down. To select a plant and machinery, some factors need to be looked at, such as function to be carried out, soil surface condition, depth and width of excavation, hauling distance, gradient of slope, space of site and width of track, volume of work, capacity of the machine, adaptability of plant, and balance of capacity.
Process of earthwork. Process of earthwork are preparation works, site clearing, stripping, topsoil, earth excavation, rock excavation and blasting, repair works, transportation and hauls, and compaction. For preparation works such as preparation surveys, relocation of service, diversion of roads and waterways, and construction tracks. Site clearing. Site clearance not only involve the removal of trees, scrub, vegetation and topsoil, but to the extent of removing or relocating such as street lighting, road furnitures, billboard and unipole, existing structures such as a bridge, culverts, fence and foundation. Stripping of topsoil. Topsoil means the top layer of soil that can support vegetation. The thickness may vary from 150 mm to even 1.0 m in depth. Normally, stripping topsoil can be carried out together with excavation work. Topsoil can be stockpiled for further use such as turfing, escaping work or to support growth of vegetation to control erosion. Earth excavation. Earth excavation to removal of soil between the topsoil and the rock surface. Basic method of excavation is a bench cut method and downhill cut method. For the bench cut is suitable for platform such as exposing rock head for systematic drilling and blasting. For downhill cut to mixing of the material due to variations in moisture content. Rock excavation and blasting. Rock excavation or hard excavation is the removal of a formation that cannot be excavated on a large scale without systematic drilling and blasting. For the method of blasting, such as a bench cut method, small scale blasting, pre-split blasting, and boulder blasting and secondary blasting. Repair work. The term reaping refers to the loosening of soil, rock or frozen ground by drawing a fork or prong implement through it. Reaping can be carried out by tractor with rear-mounted reapers. There are two best practice: deep reaping and decompaction. For deep reaping and decompaction are key factors which help in restoring soil pore space and permeability for water infiltration. Transportation and hauling. Transportation and hauling. To transport the dirt and rock, we need a machinery like a lorry or a dumper. This machinery can transport and haul a tonnage of payload in flexible distance. This machinery like a dumper lorry only tell their wagon to dump their payload easily into desirable place. Compaction. Compaction is a process of increasing soil density and removing air, usually by mechanical means. The size of the individual soil particles does not change, neither is water removed. Function of compaction are also to increase shear strength and therefore bearing capacity, increase stiffness, and therefore reduce further settlement.
Moving on to the risk in earthwork. Firstly is the landslide. Secondly is the falling. Thirdly is water crash. Fourth is dangerous manual labor. Fifth is airborne polluted material. Sixth is buried polluted material. And lastly is the underground utilities. Safety and health duties in relation to earthwork. First is to employer, contractor and occupier. The duty holder must manage risks related with all kinds of excavations at the place of work, no matter how deep. Secondly is self-employed. Self-employed is reasonably practicable that any person is not exposed to safety and health risks arising from his work. Thirdly is from the clients. They should be prepared to allocate further resources for site investigation during the course of construction. Fourth is the contractor. Contractor has legal obligations under Part 6 of the Factories and Machineries, leading operations and works of engineering construction of safety from BOAX regulations. Fifth is professional engineers. They must submit to the person who commissioned the design a written safety report that specifies the excavation works methods, hazards regarding the design of the supporting structure and control measures. Sixth is for the project manager, project director or project engineer. It is taking reasonable steps to ensure that the excavation work has and uses appropriate resources and processes to eliminate or minimize risk. 7 is for the safety and health officer. They ensure to the due observance during the excavation work of the provisions of OSHA and regulations, as well as the promotion of a safe conduct of excavation works. 8 is for the site safety supervisor. They ensure that the provisions of the FMA and regulations are complied with and promote the safe conduct of excavation work within the work site. 9 is for the workers. They must comply with any reasonable instructions and cooperate with any reasonable policy to procedure relating to safety and health at the place of work.
Operasinya di negeri ini bukan saja membantu menyumbang kepada ekonomi negeri, malah turut menjana ekonomi penduduk setempat selain membuka peluang pekerjaan serta mencipta limpahan ekonomi.
For our case study, we have chosen Kedah Rubber City KRC, which is the first dedicated rubber industrial park in Kedah that covering an area of 1244 acres equals to 54 million square feet. KRC is envisioned to accelerate the development of the Malaysian rubber industry and is positioned to be regional high-value rubber industrial hub in Asia. Furthermore, a RM121.5 million contract has been bagged by WZ1 Berhad related to earthworks and infrastructure works for KRC in Padang Terap, Kedah for Northern Corridor Implementation Authority. The scope of work covered by the WZS Binaraya are the earthworks, infrastructure works, reservoir tank, bridge works and street lighting services. The project is slated to commence on December 2 and to be completed by December 2, 2021. Below are the pictures shown for the process of Kedah Rubber City project. We can see after the preparation works, site clearing has been done, and then the earth excavation take place, and then the compaction and the transportation uses to transport the dirt, rock and machinery are like lorry, dumper, dredger and truck.
So that's all for today. Thank you for listening to our simple presentation. So if there is any question playing in your mind, please without shy ask to us. Thank you.